home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes. You guys really play well.
Yeah, but the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager. That's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he picked up 4 times. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Florida State's offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, Dave.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. And Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Better job up front right there. That run was due from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
And the Seminoles are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and 4 effort. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for the big play. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been if it was hit on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, having the expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to to them potentially making that change before next season. They're going to stay competitive, and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year. And it looks as though a change is inevitable.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Bailey. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone, they'll mark it at the 14.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area. That's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. Easy call for the Reds. And with that, they bring the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the back that just finished up. Bowling Green looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the back, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, offensive coordinator here made thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
On a little time, lets it go. Well, they really could have used that as their physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Back to pass, it's Bailey. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Got the 1st down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And for a draw play to be successful, successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Off play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the seconds. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And this one is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's really nice catch by the big tight end. Almost mitts out there and catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Creates a little room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Knowles will call on their hot teams.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. They've got the lead. It's tight, and you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's open on the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. Not much there.
conversion there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy, let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Some misdirection with the counter. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They think there's room to run to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Get the horsepower going, and man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State, and you think about all the power, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every time. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Want a little time, let's it go. Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you. So you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it for the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to go.
Getting walked on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage the defense wasn't ready for. And moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will find.
And he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Ohio was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Athens. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Kept in the middle, it's Rogers. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. DB's right up on the receivers. He'll throw on third down. Got it in the middle of the cover. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it out for it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give is to Williams. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Good timing on the quick out. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Nice completion here, this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Snap from the gun on third down. Under fire. Quarterback got it himself. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened.
And the Knowles moving quickly to the line. It's a reverse. Big time play by the defense.
The offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're diving up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver. They were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
And the Seminoles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg. And a missed opportunity on the third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline and bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And off from the shotgun. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows in Warner Finley Stadium.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got moved as it is. Good
option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They missed the stop right. Pick up a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the returner is stopped. The Seminoles have it back up trying to get that offensive spear flaming. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if the dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play. Breaks this trend.
And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Boards and fires complete to the right. Getting through contact. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
No, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Seminoles have the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QB sees easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Wildcat didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete. Jar through spine to hit.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on the defense. What a hit forcing that incompletion.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. He's loose. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field, like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy who gets in space, who can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up the first without scoring. The play action fake. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz.
6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisiana showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short game.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field, too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Split backs here. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henderson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. Somebody catch it, big fella.
He'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Gets it out fast. And as they get it to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. NC State trying to dial up a 3rd down conversion to open the 4th. He's looking to pass. They'll open the screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Hand off to the lone back.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Davis. And again, stop right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and beating the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. We're interested to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
What you talk about on defense is speed, it's penetration, getting in the backfield,
After the miss, still an 11-point game now.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Gonna swing it on second down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. The quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. He leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his play list, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do. Right? They got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Webster. Fighting off the defender. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using it.
In the red area, it's Webster. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work on second down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying play action. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot. If that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. The hit forces the incompletion.
He'll keep it himself. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that to be out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Bailey. Quickly complete. Let's talk for a second about NC State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong. And I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches.
Here he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike to the weak. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Grimes. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Going up top again. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there. Giving up some size and still making the play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Ryan's just big tight end. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go.
The good news is you scored a touchdown. You need this in one possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball out. So you're the head coach. You got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the other?
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence. And it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off.